After 40 years old, what really matters? That's the question of the day. Now I am 47. So I remember when I was 40. Now I think that when I was 40, I was young. It's interesting. But internet has this kind of situation or this kind of question to catch you. Like they want everybody to pay attention after 40, like you have some kind of button, some kind of switch inside of you that after you are 40 years old, something that is going to happen inside of you and you are going to evolve miraculously. In a way, you are going to consider all the right things and you are going to abandon all the wrong things, and there is no such thing. For some people, they already know what to value and what not to value since they are young. For others, you need to pass through lots of things to understand what is really valuable and what was not valuable. For me, for example, in the relationship with my parents, for example, they always take good care of me and my brother. And for some reason, I always understood that everything that my father told me was very, very valuable, and I was able to follow his counsel. So I was able to do lots of things that he told me to do, and because of that, I evolved in lots of areas, especially in finance, things related to money, but other things too related to work, how to respect people, how to understand how you need to deal with people, be polite, this kind of thing. In other situations, for example, dealing with my ex-wife, for example, I am divorced for a little more than 5 years now, and to deal with her, I made lots of mistakes, and now I understand that if I knew better when I was young how to deal with her, how to treat her, how to be more respectful, maybe I could be married. Um, I could be in my marriage until today. Everything would be okay with me and my daughters. But something happened when I got divorced. Somehow I understood that things are getting very, very serious at that moment. And I managed to do a lot of things right from that moment on. You know, for example, when I understood that that we were really going to divorce, I resolve inside myself, oh, I'm not going to fight her anymore. I'm not going to talk in an aggressive way. I'm not going to shout. I'm not going to be aggressive. I'm not going to fight. I will resolve everything um, in a calm way. And somehow I managed to achieve that. I was able to do it. We have two daughters, two girls. From that moment on, before that moment, during the marriage, I was always present with the girls and everything. In this part, everything was okay. But we at that moment we established that we would try to take care of the girls together. Each one of us would be with them approximately half of the time. And somehow I managed to do that. For example, now they are here in my house. During the night, they are going to be with the mother. So I don't know precisely why, but when the situation got really serious, I end up managing to figuring a lot of things out. In the relationship with my ex-wife, when we got divorced, understandably, she was very angry with me. All right, that's is to be expected in a situation like this. So she was very angry. But then, as the years passed, and because of she saw that I was being responsible with our daughters, I was being I was doing everything that I could at that moment. I was taking care of them, taking them to school, picking them up to school, having lunch with them, stay with them in our house, taking them to the gym with me so they can participate on the activities of the gym, training every day. I was able to reestablish the respect again between us, between me and my ex-wife. And that, for me, is something very important. I don't know why. I don't know if this is because you live with that person, but I always see myself in a large way through the eyes of the person that I am with. Not someone that's not important in your life. The person that you are really with, your wife, or if it is your girlfriend, it must be someone that is really with you for a long period of time and everything. But I always see myself through the eyes of that person. Not only with this perspective, but in a large way with this perspective. So when I got divorced, something happened because my ex-wife was really, really angry with me. I was blaming myself um, to be the cause of the end of the relationship, and way, in a large way, I was the responsible for the end of the relationship. She was the one who who took the steps to do it, who did what she must do to end the relationship, but because of me. And I understood at that moment that I was the one to blame. All right. And because of that, I was able to do all of this. And by doing that, a lot of things um, lose lose or lost. I don't know which word I should use here. Lose or lost importance in my life. Things that other people say, cars, other things, you know. I came to understand what is really important for me. And at that moment, what was really important was to take care of somehow of that family that was that was ending at that moment, but I wanted to do something to take care of my girls in a certain way that we could do something together, and that I could regain my respect, my self-respect, and my ex-wife's respect. And somehow I managed to do it. So I don't know if this is related with what really matters or not after 40 years old, but it is just something that happened in my life, and is something that is really important for me to, in the way that I am evolving as a human being. So I'd like to share with you guys, and it's just an experience that I want to share with you. All right, this is all for this video. Thanks you all that are watching, and I see you in the next video.